crushing it in training, but you can't seem to put that performance together on the platform, which is really where it matters. My name is Julia, I'm a weightlifting coach, and I just came back from coaching at the American Open Series at the Arnold and had a really phenomenal success rate with my athletes. So I'd like to share my top 3 tips for success on the platform. My first rule, have a plan. In fact, have multiple plans. I cannot stress this enough. If you perform well under pressure, if you do a good job under the stress of performance, then we can expect a little boost from what you're normally capable of in training. You prioritize consistency and making lifts in your training. When I say have a plan, I mean have a plan of what you're gonna do in your warm-ups. Write it all out. Make sure you know where you intend on opening if you feel awesome. Make sure you know where you intend on opening if you don't feel so great. And then know where you're gonna go from there. It's also important at these type of larger meets when things are a little bit more fluid to have multiple plans, right? What if you get a really long break between attempts? How are you gonna fill that time? What if suddenly things get expedited and you're up next really quickly? You need to have a plan and you need to be flexible enough so that you can change course if you need to. My second tip for success on the platform, stay in your lane. So listen, it's really, really tempting in a competitive environment to look around and see what everybody else is doing, but ultimately weightlifting is an individual sport. So it's important that you are able to minimize distractions and really hone in on what it is you need to do to be successful. Now, that might include things like maybe you need to wear headphones and listen to music so you can drown out the other sounds. Maybe you need to have a good support system around you to help keep you really focused on what it is you need to do. I also think it's important to practice these things. How do you get distracted and what can you do to address all of that? So those types of things are things I worked on in the gym with my athletes so that when it came to competition time, they were equipped to do the things that they had practiced. And my third tip for success, turn down your emotion. It's easy to get caught up in your performances, whether you had a really awesome snatch session or you tanked. What's important is that you not allow that performance to negatively impact your next performance, right? So whether you had a really great training cycle leading up to this competition or not so good, it's important that you learn to detach from your feelings about it and just do the job. Ultimately, the only thing that matters and that will give you the type of outcome you want is, can you put lifts together on a platform? And if you are too emotionally invested in things that were or things that could be, you are not taking care of things that are right now. So turn down your emotions, stay focused and present on what are the actionable things you need to do to succeed. And again, that is something that I talk to my athletes about all the time. Regardless of how you feel about it, whether it went well, whether it didn't, whether you're frustrated, whether you're elated, focus on what you need to do to succeed. That's it. I hope those 3 tips help you out. Again, my name is Julia. If you want more content on weightlifting, whether that's technique for beginners, whether that's mindset, nutrition, all that good stuff, we're going to talk about it all. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you next time.